Aquarius, welcome to your December reading. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and we are going to ask the universe a couple questions for December. So, the first thing that occurred to me was, what gifts might the universe have for us for December? What kind of gifts? Perhaps there are some gifts the universe wants to give us in December. What about that? What gifts does the universe have for Aquarius for December? Sometimes gifts don't always look on the surface like gifts. But the second question that I want to ask for all of the signs for this month is about receiving. Some of us have gotten pretty good at giving. Most of us struggle with receiving. When someone wants to give to us, we are challenged. We feel weird. We don't know quite what to do. And so I want to ask, how can Aquarius become a better receiver? How do we learn to receive better the gifts that others want to give us? And it's interesting. So we'll see how this goes. I'll also pull a variety of other cards for you for December as well, general guidance from the universe. But let's take a look at these ones first, because I want to see if we can make some sense of this. So what are the gifts that the universe has for Aquarius this December? Let me just get these out of the way. There's my black tourmaline and little feathers. Make some space. Okay, so we're starting out with the Five of Wands. This is rivalry and conflict. This is competition. This is sometimes a struggle against your material reality when you're trying to reach your goals. Like you don't have enough resources, you don't have access to the things you need in order to really create what you know you're capable of creating. And that can be challenging. But here, it's a gift. So how is that a gift, Aquarius? I believe the answer to that question is, when we are in competition, we sometimes find ourselves with a worthy adversary who really makes us step up our game, makes us take it to the next level. And that may be one of your gifts this month, is to encounter someone in your professional space that really challenges you, that comes and potentially you learn from that competition with them. You learn how to be a better you, how to hone your craft, or how to expand your thinking in some way that really benefits you. So although on the surface it looks like a big old pain in the ass, right? It looks like a hassle that you have here, competition and rivalry. The universe is saying that's a gift. So look at it as a gift. Find what is of value in that engagement, in that conflict. The Six of Pentacles is about being in a space where you have enough time and energy, money, other resources to share with others, right? You've gotten to the point where you are well off in some way, and you're able to share with others. Now, it could be knowledge that you're sharing. Certainly, it could be also, sometimes this is, the message here is that you're being asked to share. Like you aren't organically coming to the notion of being generous and giving money or time to others, but you're being asked to. And either of those could be a gift, right? This could just be commenting on the fact that the universe is giving you enough to share, because that certainly is a gift to be in a position like that. I apologize, there's just an immense amount of noise here today. There are like trucks, and there's like a helicopter now. There was a dump truck backing up. It's the noisiest office in the world today. And that helicopter is so low it just shook the building. Crazy. Anyway, so the Six of Pentacles can be about having enough to share, right? But it can be also about being asked to share when it didn't occur to you initially to do so. So you might get like a request to donate to a charity. And the gift in that, I think, is noting your reaction. So how do you react when people want you to give, when they are blatant enough to come and ask you to give? How do you react to that? Are you open? Are you grateful that they came and told you about this opportunity to help? Are you annoyed because they're asking you to give them money when you've just worked really hard to earn your money? I think there's a gift there in understanding yourself better, in understanding your reactions better. And 555 is just on the clock here, in case that matters to any of you. Their third gift is the Empress energy. This is a fantastic, the best energy of creation. You have something to bring into the world, and the universe is giving you the gift of divine inspiration, of the energy and the tenacity to stick with it, to create whatever it is that you're wanting to create right now. So that's really quite fantastic. So let's look at our second list, our second row here, and discuss the question of how do you get better at receiving? How do you learn to be a better receiver? How do you graciously accept the gifts that the universe or anyone else is offering you? The first card is the Magician, and this speaks to manifestation. In this case, I sort of intuitively sense that it is talking about skills that you've not yet manifest. So right, we're asking the question, how do you become a better receiver? And it's saying, as with any skill, right, receiving, learning how to be a gracious receiver is a talent. It's a skill, and you can learn how to be better at it. You can, using your intuition, using your ability to manifest in this world. Maybe you already identify yourself in some way as a magician, as someone who is a master manifester. Maybe you're studying manifestation, you're studying magic, any of that. It all speaks to the fact that if you truly want to be a gracious receiver and be open to the gifts the universe is offering you, you have the skills, you have the talent, you have the right mindset, and it's a matter of practice and working through. The Sun is about joy and fulfillment, success, positivity. So really, when you are tapped into your positivity, you are absolutely open, absolutely set on to receive. So if you can stay in your positive space and practice your manifesting skills, then you've got it all wrapped up. You're very good at receiving. Unfortunately, there are times when anxiety steps in and worry, and you don't really think that you're good enough for gifts. You don't believe that those gifts are really yours. It's like one day you absolutely know those gifts are there and they're yours, and then the next day, if your brain chemistry is not quite right, you think that you must have been delusional and there's no way that gift is your gift, right? The imagery in this deck is quite nice for this card. All of the imagery in this deck is Rider-Waite, but a sort of modern twist on it. Anyway, so going back to this, I think that what I sense is the key to you being a better receiver. It has to do with staying in your joy, staying in your positive energy, because when you're in your positive energy, when you're tapped in like that, you can manifest anything, including the ability to be a gracious receiver of all the gifts the universe has to give you. This inspiration, and creative drive that lets you bring forth whatever your masterpiece may be, your ability to share your gifts with others, and your ability to see the value in competition, how that can make you better. I want to just ask if there's any clarification on the gifts, any clarifications on the gifts the universe has for Aquarius. Quite a few there. This is the Harmonious Tarot, these little cards. There's a lot of glare today, I apologize. There's always a lot of glare, right? What am I saying? The Eight of Pentacles. So this is you mastering your skills. This is you getting good at consistently producing quality results. This is the Four of Swords in reverse. Let me focus it. Come on. You can see the Four of Swords in reverse is, you know, some restlessness, maybe a little bit of burnout. You're kind of stressed. It's getting in the way a little bit of your creation, I think. And then the Eight of Cups in reverse. You can see that pretty clearly. Somebody walking away there. When it's in reverse, I know it when it's in the upright much better, but what am I sensing here? Yeah, there may be a sense of loss that's making you avoid things a little bit. I think that what's getting in the way of your gifts, so the ability to be generous is here, but you still have a bit of a lack mindset, which is blocking you from receiving what the universe has to give you, which is enough to share with others. Computer just did a weird glitch thing. I hope it didn't cut off. That's very bizarre. Okay, so you know, this Four of Swords in reverse. This you're tired, right? You might not be able to see the gift of conflict because you're exhausted by it. You know, fighting against competition, and this Eight of Pentacles, you know, honing your skill, consistently getting better and better, is just supporting you creating whatever this masterpiece is that you're going to create. Can we ask for some clarification on the cards in the bottom row when it comes to becoming a better receiver? Any guidance there, Spirit? Any further guidance on becoming a better receiver? Oh, those ones jumped right in my face. All right. So we have the King of Chalices. It's telling you to be compassionate with yourself. Okay? It's a learning process. That manifestation, your work as a magician, it's a skill. And like any skill, you know, learning how to graciously receive takes time. We have the Hermit. This is sort of seeking inner wisdom. You are perhaps in a quiet, reflective space where you're trying to understand the meaning of things. And I think that makes sense because one day you're very happy and the next day there's this anxiety and you don't think you're worthy. Be patient with yourself, I think, is what that's saying. You know, explore that brain chemistry question. Maybe there is some way that you can even things out a bit. And then we have the Nine of Swords upright. Again, right? This is really what's in the way of you being better at receiving. The Nine of Swords clarified by the Nine of Swords. There's anxiety. You don't think you deserve good things. Why is that? I think that's worth exploring, right? Why is it that when the universe is offering you some amazing stuff, you're blocked from receiving it fully by this anxiety and worry that you don't deserve it? It's there. The universe wants to give it to you. It's not a question of whether you're worthy or not. The universe knows you are. So you need to find some way, kind of think about that now in December and see if there's any way you can understand better that sense that you don't deserve, or that worry that you don't deserve, and find a way to move beyond it. You are a master manifester. You are a magician. You create your reality. Why are you allowing this feeling of unworthiness to remain when, you know, you have your joy days? You know you are pure expansiveness, and you are all of the energy of the divine, waiting to be directed in any direction. Many people struggle with brain chemistry issues, right? Mood disorders, bad childhoods, things that make them feel they are not worthy. You are worthy in every way. And December would be a great time to start to explore those questions and get past that, so that you can receive every wonderful thing that's waiting for you. I'm going to pull an Enchanted Map Oracle card for you to just get some further guidance for Aquarius for December. We have number 9, Storm Fields. Number 9, Storm Fields. The number 9 speaks to integration, returning to the self. I think that's really in line with what we were just discussing. Number 9, I'll just read to you from the book. This too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside of you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. So, there may be a little bit of turbulence this month. You know, there may be some disagreements or some challenges, but Spirit is saying that they're there for you to ensure that you keep growing and that things will be sunnier again toward the end of the month. I'm going to pull one of the Faeries Oracle cards for you now. We have number 52, the Raz. I can never read the script here. I think that's the Raz. We'll look it up. I've never gotten this one before. I'm not familiar with this one. Number 52, the Raz. So 52 breaks down to a 7, which is persistence and individuality. 52. All right, the RAR. Those are R's. R-A-R-R. The RAR. Wild energy and pure potential. Fantastic. This encourages you to be especially attentive to what you are doing with your energy and your intentions. Don't get carried away by the RAR's bouncy enthusiasm, but do take advantage of the energy. You can accomplish a great deal with the energy being made available to you. This is a good time. Note that RAR is not grounded and is not meant to be, but humans need to keep their feet firmly on the earth. When you encounter the RAR, breathe slowly, center, earth yourself, be clear about your objectives, and then go for them. So this is fantastic energy. Goes along with this Empress that we saw earlier, that big upsurging swell of creative energy. It's there for you to tap it. Just make sure that you're grounded, that you've got your feet solidly beneath you, and then take it and run with it, because you can create amazing things this month. I'm going to pull one last card for you, Aquarius. It's from the the universe has your back deck of affirmation cards. And I want to just get one more. I think this is yours. Is that yours? I don't know, but I think it is. When I lean toward love, I am led. So if you can get past the anxiety to a space of love, tap into this energy, December could be phenomenal for you. You have so many gifts waiting for you. The universe really wants to give them to you, and you have the tools you need to open your heart, to open yourself to the joy that would allow you to receive all of these gifts and more. It may require you to face down some inner demons, and this anxiety would be high on the list. But if you're able to do that work, to make space, to love yourself through, to focus on your joy, I think December could be amazing for you. And I hope that it is. I'm going to do some readings at the end of the month of December, looking toward the new year, these separate from the January recordings, because I want to do a little deep diving, but I think that's what I have for you for today. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. It's really wonderful to see the subscriber base growing. It helps me to know that these messages get out to more and more folks, and that really is my goal, to make sure that these messages get to people that they can help. So thank you. If you have feedback, I'd love to hear it. So please share your thoughts and observances, and I hope you have a great December, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.